for no apparent reason. No reason at all. They asked for license and registration. That's the police officer over there that did it. With the black one. I can't really do shit to make up the case. I can't believe they just did this. I'm fucking. combat. Rebels without a cause is the reason I'm alive. Thank God for this truth. Cause for a long time, it's a rebel without a cause. You cannot whoop us. We're already dead. We're already beaten down. We've been beaten down for 400 years. We already got the wounds inside and outside our bodies. How you gonna hurt us? You cannot threaten us. You cannot frighten us. We live in the most frightening places, under the most frightening conditions. We are immune to fear. We are immune to harm. You see what I'm saying? You have stepped into a cesspool. You're the only one gonna get infected. West to they bury me. One west to they bury me. I'm one west to they bury me. I be one west to the death till they bury me. One west till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me. I be one west to the death till they bury me. I be one west to the death till they bury me. They ain't scaring me. Rip the soul out of Pharisee. Speaking heresy and get you fucked up apparently. It's like they daring me. I said chill, they ain't hearing me. They ain't listening. Every bar nitroglycerin. Hit your heart, bring it back to start, make you live again. Getting dividends till we start getting ignorant. I be on that soldier shit. I told you shit phenomenal. Nominally a domino. So what the fuck you trying to do? Rhyming comical. This is funny until I vomit you. Bring apocalypse to the pussy niggas that's popping shit. Team of all stars. I coach them up like a Popovich. Fuck the politics and the lobbyists and apologists. They vagina, so we gon' check them like gynecologist. It's kinda obvious how the situation is ominous. The way I vomit things and regurgitate for the audience. They start applauding this cause the competition is fraudulent. From the era where niggas smoke you up like a parliament. The flow been stupid. Shit has got retarded sense on the dominance. One west rising the prominent. Cause I be one west to the depth till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me. I be one west to the depth till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me. I be one west to the depth till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me. I be one west to the depth till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me. They want a nigga quiet, use my maneuvers. But I ride like I got group vibes from Uber. Rhymes hard like they've been viewed by Medusa. 9 million Luger, 17 in the Ruger. Only need a few to sit up in your Medulla. Obligata, for the regatta, niggas wildin', they want every dollar. They ride by black Apollos, let the semi holler. The showstopper, been the topper since the teeny bopper. But now I'm rolling off Patron and premium of vodka. I put the stitches on the block, modify the chopper. The floor heavy, war ready, and that's for your mama. No marijuana, say I got the love of sound for it. When I'm a ballin', ain't no rapper do it like I do it. A lot of spitties and brains, but when the heat's on, none of them can get to the fire. Don't rap with me, and I had a nigga still like a tire. Had a key, and I'm still on the paper. Every bar
Has joined.
I'm winning, coming through with the silence, cause you carry one west to the depth till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me. I be one west to the depth till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me. I be one west to the depth till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me. I be one west to the depth till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me.
Which article first?
This for my people. This for my people. Yeah, this for my people. This for my people. This for my people. Yeah, this for my people. For the white man, 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 for the white man. Painted by the Spanish. Did a whole lot of damage. Shit was outlandish. Things got branded. Split up all the family, then shipped across the Atlantic. So many died from the famine. Through the dead bodies of the 4 sharks, ate them like salmon. I know you can't stand it. I spit the truth, goddammit. Big business got managed, dig it double back. Came to pick up all the blacks. Whips beat up our back, we never got to relax. Pretend to set us free, but then you double back without a crack. The type of game that you play, hey, you keep it real, I ain't going for it. Beat a couple court cases, had a run for it. Told my mama if I ever did time, I'ma raise up the whole yard. Had my lawyer like, oh Lord, this attorney had it, no charges, no problem, I ain't tripping. Thumbing through the scriptures. Muhammad said the Lord with your boy, that's a small issue. Bounce back out the rebound. UPK got the heat down. They done let me out the leash now, teaching in the streets now. Part of life trap south, but it started in the east now. This for my people, this for my people. Yeah, this for my people, this for my people. This for my people, yeah, this for my people. For the white man, 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 for the white man. This for my people, this for my people. Yeah, this for my people, this for my people. This for my people, yeah, this for my people. For the white man, 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 for the white man,
Cops want me because I'm black. Cops want me because I'm black. Can't get no job because I'm black. She won't fuck me because I'm black. My name don't like me because I'm black. But she Hispanic, so she black. Ain't got no top for none of that. Bitch, I'm a Jew, so I'm black. Cops want me because I'm black. Cops want me because I'm black. Can't get no job because I'm black. She won't fuck me because I'm black. My name don't like me because I'm black. But she Hispanic, so she black. Ain't got no top for none of that. Bitch, I'm a Jew, so I'm black. I can't fight the cops and the ops. So we blocks every young block. On the crack, tough thing to stop. It's the couple ones I love. He was on the block for the grub. If he from my side, then his love. Wanted big knots, busting up the jeans. But we was hurting all the fingers. Without that crack, he was just like me. Dirty nigga from the country. But the white man don't see it. So he eat like a trash can. People ride by. With a extended hand, cause it don't miss an average black man. So for him, that's why I gotta make it. I ain't talking rap. Before the slave ships, I'm one of a kind. Y'all can't take it. I can never lose my spot thinking. Cause I'm black, I see crowns and I take it. Cause I'm black, I never been in a spaceship. But I know a UFO when I see it. I know that it's gonna come when I need it. I put faith in God. What if I read it? They don't play that shit and trust them when you see it. I want because I'm black. I want because I'm black. Can't get no job because I'm black. She won't fuck because I'm black. I don't like because I'm black. But she Hispanic, so she black. Ain't got no top for none of that. Bitch, I'm a Jew, so I'm black. Cops want me because I'm black. Cops want me because I'm black. Can't get no job because I'm black. She won't fuck because I'm black. I don't like because I'm black. But she Hispanic, so she black. Ain't got no top for none of that. Bitch, I'm a Jew, so I'm black. Learn to flip things because I'm black. Know about semis because I'm black. Yeah, in the hood, we was strapped 10 toes down. We wear sacks. Substitute legs look like we're black. And you gotta guess when I'm at. I be with the priest chilling hard. Right on Malcolm X Boulevard. To you niggas, see the stars. Everything about my life is hard. But I'm never full, play my cards. You want beef? What's the cause? Watch your mouth. I am hard. Back up for you need guards. Everything you say, mad pause. If you move, I make this within the laws. And I've been the boss. It's beneficial. Ask the enemy, I've been official. And Uncle Weed, I've been official. Homie, I understand why you smoke. And the press and slave boats. But the Bible is the cheat code. Party boys don't need those. Motherhood is life's cheat code. I just know because I'm black. I join you because I'm black. Can't get no job because I'm black. She won't fuck because I'm black. I don't like because I'm black. But she Hispanic, so she black. Ain't got no time for none of that. Bitch, I'm a Jew, so I'm black. Cops want me because I'm black. Cops want me because I'm black. Can't get no job because I'm black. She won't fuck because I'm black. I don't like because I'm black. But she Hispanic, so she black. Ain't got no time for none of that. Bitch, I'm a Jew, so I'm black. I don't gotta buy cage cause I'm black. I don't put 2 cages cause I'm black. Fought my whole life cause I'm black. But I left his eye blue and black. Ain't got a trap cause I'm black. Ain't got not one face tag. But I'm still getting profile, cause I think these crackers profile. Scruffy fail with the drum stand, Maggie sweats with the butter tans. So they know they can't butter him, so they write the jam and sound mother him. If you touch him, it's cuffing him, he's on a law keeper. A peace breaker, no tranquility, a peace breaker. Deuce and a street sweeper. Cuts clear on these fights and shit. But then all the bomb Tracy Bricks that show to my chest and go blocking shit. Touch me, I'm on when you blocking shit. Cause I'm black, you think I gotta cop the flip? Well, that's a stereotype, that's accurate. These crackers laying niggas in these cold streets and then tell my brother he got a beef from me. Because I'm black. I want you because I'm black. Can't get no job because I'm black. She won't fuck me because I'm black. I don't like me because I'm black. But she Hispanic, so she black. Ain't got no time for none of that. Bitch, I'm a Jew, so I'm black. Cops want to kill me because I'm black. Cops want to drill me because I'm black. Can't get no job because I'm black. She won't fuck me because I'm black. I don't like me because I'm black. But she Hispanic, so she black. Ain't got no time for none of that. Bitch, I'm a Jew, so I'm black. So I'm black.
Okay.
We put a tidal wave of emotion upon the back burner coming up in this truth. You suffer like a gnat from my tearing structure. Ain't the first or the last of the black murders. Anybody trying to guard it, get down. They lack the fervor. It's the spirit of the hard nuts. We hard nuts. Come with that smooth talk slick. You get your heart operated on your mind. It's what the Christian church made it all the lies. And that white man you keep waiting for to fall out of the sky. It's simple pottery ice. And the national ditty, we keep this brother the strong. Control the power with the peace. We turn the drama into peace. We keep the lookout at the lookout. Anybody got a problem? No, we need to bring the book out. As sufficient of men, I'm trained to always have my lookout. We them rebels you heard about. Saying rules I have you took out 144,000 saints that Christ and took out. We wasn't straight, so we got the first out. It's going down. You ain't gotta be from the ground. Just a member of the family. Religiosity is just a white man's fantasy to keep us out the line through the vanity of our eyes. You can't deny the devil being a lie and the terrorist. So PPK is real as it gets. The realest interpret every trooper is evidence. The officers loving specialists, the captains of chariots, the generals dropping Jews on you Judas Iscariot. Motherfucker in the board, I wasn't Cupid. The truth made me ruthless. Used to fear death, me. I don't give two shits. Blood knuckles, two fists. Rather have my boots kissed. Cook these seasons up like a steak out of boots twist. Straight out the nooses. They knowin' how we do in a moment. It's summertime. You're the nigga told me Judas. Mr. Mac is on attack mode. I'm ice out of hat coat. Never mind, I'm a pass on my mission. Defending black folk. Equipped with every tackle. Standing next to me, listening to light a candle. Blue strands, beards, and grizzly, all black camo. Coming out of Hebrew Academy, John Rambo on my side. Yeah, like you have to step and fetch and sample. Get down and bougie asshole. I want my land on. Yasha Allah, prophets of the father. Watch me pack my counter, fishing out the girls for the slaughterhouse. Victims of war in the block. There you go. God is all know. Why they chopping up bodies with your sawed off religion? Intentions is looking shoddy, looking shoddy. Hard copy, remake the name out of Punani. The game is like you mind you, they carrying it like you molly. UPK is one body, million members, no duplicates. The fake is proving this. We in the PX box, my nigga, who you get? We too legit to cook, and it's an all-star weekend. Like they even in the atmosphere. The whole damn atmosphere, the chariots are not. Yeah, I wish I got my jacket here, passing over land with our weapons in hand. Commanding general for your Honda, raising messages, man. Nothing ordinary, extraordinary, ain't a compliment. The white man's breathing on a black man's oxygen. Without the UPK, we still believe in false doctrine. I'm in the sun, it's Johnny Compton, and the brother Dick. This is not running. There's a white man's a devil. America's a cockpit. Blaming homosexuals, Israel better stop quick. Christ is coming with 200 million black monopoly. Drugs to the right, I'm flying saucers on my eye. Yes, that UPK anthem. We ain't out here on the streets like a phantom. We be up on these corners like goddamn them. We be dropping these verses real expensive. Nothing random, every one is a hit. That's why we love them. Hey, this that UPK anthem. We ain't out here on the streets like a phantom. We be up on these corners like goddamn them. We be dropping these verses real expensive. Nothing random, every one is a hit. That's why we love them. Hey, this that UPK anthem. We ain't out here on the streets like a phantom. We be up on these corners like goddamn them. We be dropping these verses real expensive. Nothing random, every one is a hit. That's why we love them. Hey, this that UPK anthem. We ain't out here on the streets like a phantom. We be up on these corners like goddamn them. We be dropping these verses real expensive. Nothing random, every one is a hit. That's why we love them. Hey, this that UPK anthem. We ain't out here on the streets like a phantom. We be up on these corners like goddamn them. We be dropping these verses real expensive. Nothing random, every one is a hit. That's why we love them.
Alright, Shalom Israel. We're the ISUPK. Started out of 1 West, 125th Street in Harlem, New York, under Commanding General Yohana. And we are not affiliated with no other Hebrew Israelite group on the planet Earth. And we are located here at 5261 Delmar Boulevard, that's Suite A, St. Louis, Missouri. You understand, 63108. And we got 2 conference numbers that you can call in if you have any questions, want to make a comment, or just want to listen live. you can dial 712-832-8330 or 218-339-7800. And the access code for both of those numbers is 825-1636. And we got the Sharpen the Sword radio show going down every Sunday, man. You understand, from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Make sure you can catch us. You can catch us on Facebook, Twitter, Periscope, YouTube. You understand? Going in on real live issues, uh, real things that are happening right here in the city of St. Louis, and most importantly, all over this country, man, that's going on with blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. Okay, and then we got a food program where you can get boxes of food where Commander Junior Hunter gives away whole boxes
Has joined.
of food every first and last Friday of each month. You understand? From 1 to 3, right here in this building. You understand? Um, and we got clothes that we give away and everything. Make sure you're here in the building, man. And don't forget our upcoming uh, community dinner that Commander Junior Hana will be throwing again. You understand? This will be the third one this month. We're gonna let everybody know the date. The date, we should get the date tomorrow. Have it all locked in. And you should get we have a flyer and everything going out about it. So make sure that you don't miss it. And if you got any questions on the line, you can push *6 and unmute your phone and then ask your question, say Salaki or excuse me, and then we'll answer your question. If you're on the Facebook, be patient. You understand, and we'll get to you on the book. And of course, if you have any questions in the class, raise your hand and say Salaki. You understand? If not, we're gonna get to the topic. All right. We got any questions on the book of mine? I don't think I got any in the text. Okay, no sweat. 1 second, let me double check. Mm. Yep. Okay, no sweat. We ain't got no questions about nothing, so we good to go. We're gonna get right to the topic. We got a couple of articles that we're gonna end up bringing out. And the topic is sodomy is all wrong for the black community. Who knows what the word sodomy means? Who knows what a sodomite is? It's in the Bible. Who knows what that word? Go ahead.
Homosexual.
Homosexuality, absolutely. You understand? And homosexuality is all wrong for the black community. Right. I know your preachers, you've seen all of them, they've been gay. Choir directors, they've been gay. The evangelist women, they've been, lesbians. Okay. Who was that one? Juanita Bynum? Yeah, she talked about how she loved eating her some vagina. You know what I mean? That's ridiculous. That is disgusting. And I know you're probably wondering, why are they teaching stuff like this? The Lord sent his prophets out here to teach people the truth. You know what I mean? Right. Black people for so long have been sinning against our God. You understand? And what is sin? Who knows what sin is? Preach that. Go ahead. Nice and loud word.
Salaki, sin is transgression of the law.
God, now give me the precept.
It's like 1 John 3 and 4.
God, that's it. Give it to me, Bob. 1 John 3 and 4. Read that. This is in the Bible. Everything that the Israelite school of universal practical knowledge teach upon the commandments of Yehana comes straight about the Bible. Black men and black women are not supposed to be homosexuals and lesbians. It is against God's law. You understand? You ever heard people say, God made Adam and Eve, not Adam and Steve? That is correct. You understand? The Lord is totally against homosexuality. Whether it's your preacher, whether it's your uncle, your cousin, your auntie, your mama, your dad. You understand? If you are black, Hispanic, and Native Indian, the Lord hates when you do those kinds of things. You understand? So let's find out first what sin is in the Bible, because a lot of people have gone to church And they have oftentimes heard their pastor say, you got to get your life right with God. You got to stop sinning. But they never turn around and tell you what sin is. You understand? They never tell you absolutely how to get your life right with God. So you sitting in church listening to a preacher tell you something, but then he's still not telling you what to do after that. You understand? He'll say you got to get your life right with God. Let me tell you something. Anybody that is outside of our school most definitely needs to get their life right with God. Right. And when you come here, we're not only going to teach you the truth, we're going to show you and tell you how to fix your life. That's right. You understand? We're going to do the job that the preachers failed to do. Your Christian pastor has failed you, straight up. They claim that they are the shepherds of the sheep, the leaders of the flock. You understand? But they have not taught you what you ought to be doing, not one time. They haven't told you the truth not one time. They do a whole bunch of lying, don't they, Abon? They got a whole bunch of razzle and dazzle and pizzazz, you know what I'm saying, every Sunday. You know what I'm saying? It's like the pastor just sprinkling the damn members, man. You know what I mean? He's sprinkling with that magic. And they believe it. You know what I'm saying? You ever seen like a cartoon when the cartoon character throw that sprinkle on them, and then the crowd just go, ah. You know what I mean? That's how your pastor do, man. The pastor is sprinkling the members with a bunch of lies every Sunday. And then guess what? Their lives haven't gotten any better. Just because you bought a car, what does that mean? Just because you got some money and got a job, what does that mean? When you are sinning against the Lord. Right. When you breaking his every law. But the Bible says if you've broken one law, you've broken them all. So it doesn't matter. You know, okay, God's law is not like the laws here of this land. Right. The law of this land, if you turn around and if you get caught speeding, you broke the speed limit law. You're going to get charged for that one law. If you turn around and, you know, say you don't have auto insurance, then you've broken that one law that requires you, if you're driving a vehicle, you must have auto insurance. If you turn around and say you steal something out of the gas station, you know, you turn around, you've broken that one law. Not so with the Lord. If you break one law, you've broken them all. It's just like you've done everything that he told you not to do. Right. So it doesn't matter if you do one thing and say, well, that's all I did. That don't work with the Lord. You understand? You can't go to the Lord talking about the devil made me do it. Yeah, he did. You understand? He is the reason why we are doing what we're doing. And the devil is not the red man with horns sticking about his head and a pitchfork in his hand causing problems in people's lives. The devil is the white man, according to the Bible. It's in the Bible. That's right. That's who the devil is. All right? And yeah, he seduced you and got you doing a whole lot of stuff. You understand? He put drugs in your neighborhood. He put prostitution in your neighborhood. And then called it stripper. You understand? He turned around and give you prostitution and called it stripper and made it a legal occupation. Right. Only the devil would do something like that. You understand? So, but we're going to find out absolutely what sin is, according to the Bible. This is something that your pastor will never tell you. Read.
1 John chapter 3, verse 4. Whosoever committed sin.
Whosoever committed sin, right? Meaning whoever do. If you always, you know, and that's all they say in the churches, they what? What they say they are in the church?
Sinners.
They said, hey, we all sinners. We all sinners. Nobody was perfect but Jesus, right? So this is talking about every last one of us. Whosoever, if you commit sin, what are you doing?
Whosoever committed sin transgresseth also the law.
You transgress also God's law. You are breaking God's law. That's what the word transgress means. The word transgress means break to break. You are breaking God's law. Okay? When you sin. So if you sin, you say you're just a sinner, that's all you know how to do. You know, we're going to sin until Christ returns. If you use that for an excuse, then you have broken God's law every time you sin. That's what sin is. All right. Now, I want to go into another scripture to show
our people. Go to give me Isaiah 30 and verse 1. Now the Bible was written by Israelites and for Israelites.
That's
Right? The prophecies in this Bible all pertain to Israelites, right? To where even the destruction of America is for Israelites. That's to save us from this hell that we are in.
Right.
You know, like a lot of people really think that America is such a good place to be because you can get a job. You know, you can buy a house, you can get a car, you can get a good job. You can get a good job too. You can go to school, get you a degree. You know, you're gonna rack up about $60,000 or $100,000 worth of debt. But you can go to school and get a good job. Be a basketball player, football player. You can really stunt on them. You can sell drugs. You know, you can sleep with whores. You can be gay, be lesbian. You can molest children. You can do everything here. And people really think that this is the place to be. I would rather be in a place where there's no drugs being sold.
Right.
I would rather be in a place where none of our children is being molested. You understand? I would rather be in a place where none of my sisters are whores. I would rather be in a place where none of our brothers are whoremongers. You understand? Because all of these things that I'm naming is sin. You understand? You're doing all of these things, you're breaking God's law.
That's right.
You know, like I had a conversation with a sister earlier. Oh, so you mean to tell me the smoking weed is unlawful? Man, they want that bud out. They went and voted on that weed, you know, and turned around. So you mean to tell me that's a sin to smoke with? Yeah, absolutely. And then when I showed it to her, she said, "Oh man, you really got me feeling bad. You should feel bad because you're a junkie. You know what I mean? Black people are not supposed to smoke anything, man. Weed, crack. What else can you smoke? Hookahs, cigarettes, cigarellos. What else can you smoke? What else they smoking, man? Go ahead, bro.
Crack.
Who?
Crack.
Crack. Oh, I named them. K2. What else they smoking now?
Meth.
Who?
Meth.
Meth. They smoke meth. They smoke. Damn, they do. I didn't know. Hey, you smoking meth, whatever it is. You know what I mean? Whatever you smoking, that is a sin according to the Lord. You are breaking His law. Okay? And this is what the Lord had to say about His children. Go ahead and read. He saw Israelites are blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. The different prophecies in this Bible, how do we know that? Because when you go through the Bible, this slavery that we're going through here in America, that we're still under, is prophesied in the Bible. It's in the scriptures. The slavery that we came out of in Egypt, that was in the Bible too. You know, we them same people. Like, I remember when I was a kid, we used to make a joke about that. My cousin, man, he used to turn around and talk and let my people go. He used to always make a joke about that, man. We'd be playing, you know what I mean? We was young. We was about 13, 14.
Right.
You know? And he was like, nigga, I'm Moses. You know what I mean? Like, let my people go. He would always play and say that. Not knowing that, hell, we the descendants of Moses. Right. You know what I mean? We are descendants of Moses. Moses is our ancestor. I know when you look at the Jesus Walk movie and the Moses movie and the Noah's Ark movie, even the cartoon characters are white, you know, but that's not true. Everybody of prominence in this Bible is either black, Hispanic, or Native Indian. They are Israelites according to the Lord.
That's right.
All right. Now go ahead and read me that, man.
Kind of on kind. Isaiah chapter 30, verse 1.
Mm-hmm.
Woe to the rebellious children.
Woe to the rebellious children. Keep on.
Saith the Lord,
Mm-hmm.
that take counsel, but not of me.
Listen, this article that we're about to read, black people have taken counsel, but not of the Lord. When black people want advice, who do they call? Call Dr. Phil.
God.
You understand? When they want to know how to discipline their children, they call Dr. Phil. When they was looking for love, advice for love, who was they calling now? She's dead now. But who was they calling? What was her name? What was that devil's name? She was Jewish too.
Ruth.
Huh?
Dr. Ruth.
Dr. Ruth. There you go. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Black people was actually calling Dr. Ruth for advice on love. How to love, how to find love, who to love, and how to, make this marriage work with my husband or my wife. You know what I mean? That's black people problem. We take counsel, but not of the Lord. The Lord set up his laws, statutes, and commandments, which are our morals, and he set up his priests and his prophets also to teach them to you. But we would rather go to the Christian church to where, guess who they learn from? Who has Pastor Jenkins? Who did he learn from? Who did Pastor Tushlik learn from?
Salaki.
Go ahead.
The oppressor.
He learned from our oppressor. The very person that is oppressing the hell out of blacks, Hispanics, Native Indians. We are actually going to them and asking them what to do in our life. What to do in our life. We are actually going to them about our sexuality. You know how many different sexualities there is right now?
God.
I only thought it was one. You know what I'm saying? It's only one. But guess how many we got out there? We got a whole list of them. And we're going to go over the list in just a second. But finish that, the scripture, Abba.
Khan. And that covered with a covering, but not of my spirit.
Okay, you turn around and cover yourself with that sodomite spirit. You understand? With that homosexual spirit, that's not of the Lord. Right. They teach you in church that God loves gays. I'm going to show you that God don't. It's in the Bible. God does not love gays. Just because he made you, that doesn't mean that God loves you. Like, that is the most ridiculous thing in the world. But then you ask the preacher, they'll turn around and tell you that God loves gays. Ask them, does God love a murderer? Right. He'll tell you no. He's going to tell you no. Ask your preacher, do God love drug dealers? He's going to say, oh, no. But then he turn around now magically, because your preacher's a homosexual. Now God loves him. Oh, yes, he loves homosexual. Right. Him and Joel Osteen, a devil, you understand? And then Oprah Winfrey with a damn lesbian, a whore, you understand? Who turn around and gets on TV and says that there will be gays in the kingdom of heaven. Let me tell you something, man. I don't even want to see no homosexuals right now.
That's right.
I don't like seeing two men holding hands, hugging, kissing, and doing nothing. I don't like no man to be soft and switching and talking about hated it and all that. You got your hand up? Okay, go ahead. Nice and loud, Saki.
I researched it and it said there are at least 17 types of sexuality, but Facebook says has options of at least 58 gender options.
You said how many?
58 gender options.
58 gender options. Now, you mean to tell me that the white man is not the devil? Like, who in the hell makes an option when it comes to your sexuality? Right. I love what the Lord created. You understand? He created a man to be with a woman. Right. A woman to be with a man. That's sexuality right there. That's it. That's where it starts and stops at. With just that one. There is no more. You understand? But our oppressor has taken and made a whole list of them. You can choose what bathroom you go in now, huh? On one of my contracts, I seen one of the, and this one here is, I think the only somebody in there straight is me. Right. You know what I'm saying? Everybody else looks homosexual. The majority of them devils. You understand? So, I mean, who cares? But I believe them brothers and them sisters, they come in there, they look a little soft, a little sweet too. You know what I'm saying? And I turned around one day and saw the new, she's like the, let's see, 1, 2, 3, like the third supervisor. You know what I'm saying? She's third in line. She stood, she's a manly white man. You hear me? Straight up. And she turned around and went into the men's restroom one day. When I get to the counter, I said, God dang. You know what I mean? You can choose what bathroom you go in. One of the officers in the school, he had to control himself, man. He saw a gay man about to go into a bathroom with a little girl behind a little girl. And he said, man, it took a whole lot for me to keep my hands off of his neck going in that bathroom with that little girl. You understand? Now, man, I'm telling you, this place right here has to burn, man.
That's right.
You know, black folks are so interested in keeping America going. Black people want to make America great again, too.
Right.
And the only reason America is great is because it had humans as slaves. That's why America is great. That's what they are referring to when they're talking about making America great again. They're not talking about cleaning up the prison system and letting nobody go to prison. They're going to reform everybody and have everybody living this wonderful life. That's not what they're talking about. They're not talking about fixing the homeless problem that they have all over the city. America is the richest country ever to be erected. Not just the richest one right now, but the richest one ever in history. And why is there homeless people? How about
Right.
why are there people that cannot feed themselves? Because he is not trying to solve that problem. He's actually creating a problem.
That's right.
You understand? All of blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians' problems is because of our oppression. It's because of them. And because you follow them, that's why you're such a homosexual. That is a straight agenda to destroy our people. That's what that is. Homosexuality is forced on us because think about it. Why is it only funny when a black man does it on TV? When you see a white man, like for instance, what was the name of that movie? T, where it was Will Smith and that one little fat little white dude. He kissed Will Smith. What movie is that?
It's like I believe it's Hitch.
Hicks.
Hitch.
Hitch. Yeah, I think that's it.
Where he was the dating
Hitch.
coach.
Huh?
Where he was the dating coach.
Yeah, kind.
Hitch.
Okay, now he turned around. Now I didn't see the movie because of that. When I saw the commercial when that devil kissed Will Smith, I didn't want to see the movie. You know what I mean? I didn't want to see it. But I did see that on the commercial. And that's it. It was not even funny. It didn't add anything to the movie. It didn't do nothing for the ratings. It didn't boost it up at all. But if you notice, anytime they want to push homosexuality, it's the black man that they pushing out front first.
Right.
They are forcing that on our people to simply destroy us. If no men are having sex with women, who's going to turn around and procreate and make babies? How are we going to turn around and what did Whitney Houston say? I believe the children are the future. But if everybody right now is homosexual, what children are we going to have? If black women is being lesbians, talking about they don't want no man, they don't need one, how we gonna have children? You know what I mean? And that'll be the end of our race. What you gotta know about our oppressor is he is like what the scripture says, he is crafty.
Right.
He is slick. You are not. You know what I mean? I know you think you hitting a lick and go snatch something and grab something real quick, but you're not good at it because you're going to get caught. You are going to get caught. He is the smoothest criminal ever to be erected. You're not gonna, you're just not going to outdo him. You know what I mean about? It's just not going to take place. But when you try to do what he does, you get punched.
Right.
You get AIDS.
Right.
You get STDs. You end up losing your job.
Right.
Smoking crack and robbing stores and all kinds of mess end up happening to you. Him, hell, he gets to carry right on. You know what I mean? He gets to leave off where where he started last night. He turn around, steal something at night, and hell, he get to wake up and do it all over again. You got the police getting in your door. You know what I'm saying? They right on you. You cannot get away with what he does because he made a way for you to choose your gender. And you got people doing this to children, man. Right. You got them doing this to little kids. to where they are deciding, hey, man, I wish I would ask my, I can't fix my mouth to ask my son, do he want to be a girl?
Right.
Do he want to wear a dress? Do he want to turn around and, we'll have something pink on? Do you remember that? Remember when that was out? You know what I mean? When who was that started that? Who started that real men wear pink thing? What was the rapper name?
I think it was Cameron.
Cameron, that's who it was. Cameron started that garbage about real men wearing pink. Let me tell you something. Real men don't wear pink. When a baby is born, what color? When a baby girl is born and a baby boy is born, what color do they use for the girl? That's a question. Somebody answer.
Pink.
They use pink for the girl. And when a boy is born, what do they use for him? What color do they use for him?
Blue.
They use blue. When you go and get a girl some clothes, some toys, usually what do they buy her?
Pink.
No. When they buy toys, what do they buy for the girl? Go ahead, sis. Dolls.
Right.
You understand? What's some little thing? Kitchen sets, doll houses, right? Little girl stuff. Now, when it's a boy, what do they buy him?
Who? Car or truck.
Oh, the truck. Man, that was my thing. You hear me? Cars, truck. Then went to from them the ones you push to the remote control kind.
Right.
You hear me? Oh man, I had to have me a remote control car, the truck. You hear me? I love it. My son, man, I hate buying him cars because he take all the wheels off.
Right.
Hey, look, he might be a mechanic or something. He might be a master mechanic. I might need him one day. You hear me say, son, you got some room in your shop for your daddy car? Because he turned around and look, I don't discourage him either because, and it's real talk. I got an uncle that build cars from scratch. This is no lie.
Right.
He got a photo album. He could turn around and show you all the cars he done made every Cadillac that Cadillac made. Right. And this is no lie, from start to scratch. Now, of course, he retired now. So this was a couple of years ago, you know what I'm saying, when he stopped. But every, from 10, 15 years, every Cadillac before that, he made them all. By himself, with, you know what I'm saying, metal from start to finish, the frame, everything, doors, handles, he put them all together. He got books, he got photo albums and pictures and everything, videos to show him working on the vehicle. He actually did that from scratch by his hand, right? Now I look at my son. I asked him about his story. I said, "Oh, what made you start doing that, man? How did you go to school or something?" He said, "No." He said, "Well, coming up, me and my mom, we was real poor." And he said it was about 6 or 7 of them total. And he said, "Man, I just turned around, the iron it broke." He said, "I went to fix it." And he said, "I just took it all apart, put it back together, and fixed it from there." And he said, "There it was." And I just took that from there. I started fixing everything around the house. Because like on the movies, they showed that. How stuff will break. You know what I mean? And the poor family ain't got money. Poor black family don't have money to go replace it. So a lot of people had to go to work wrinkled. You know what I mean? They had to go around do what they was doing wrinkled. But Uncle said, "The hell with that. I'm gonna fix this for my mom." And so he said he started with the iron, and every time something else broke, he fixed that, and then he turned around and kept going from there. And he said it was on from there. You know what I mean? And he said he started fixing on cars, started building cars. This man builds his own vehicles, straight up from scratch. That's one reason why I don't discourage my son, even though I be getting tired of spending that money on cars. He keep breaking it.
Right.
He take all the tires off. I'm talking about all 4 of them. I'm son, do not push that damn car on my floor and scratch my floor. He got the car on the bottom. He got the damn axle. He got the axle, running the axle across my hardwood floor. I'll be ready to kill him. You know what I mean? But like I said, I try not to discourage him because he might be the next top mechanic. Right. And I just might need my son. You know what I'm saying? Right. I don't want to turn around and kill his little dream. So we're gonna keep it alive, and just maybe he'll turn around and, like I said, be fixing on all our cars. Yeah, go ahead. You got some more scripture, boy?
Sir.
Go ahead. Read some more.
That they may add sin to sin.
Let me tell you something, man. What blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians are doing is we are adding sin on top of sin. Okay? That's what we are doing by us being so rebellious. That's what the scripture said. Woe to the rebellious children. Right? Destruction to the rebellious children. Whenever you tell your child not to do something and they rebel, the Bible says that that is the sin of witchcraft.
Right.
Rebellion is the sin of witchcraft. We're going to pull this scripture too. Let's get that one, Yvonne. 1 second. All right. Go to 1 Samuel 15 and 23. Man, I love being in this truth, boy. It's a precept in the scripture for everything.
Right.
Man, that right there, boy, will change your life. You know, because when I remember going to that whole Christian church that I was going to, the Christian church is the house of Satan.
That's right.
You know, Christianity is Satan worship. Real talk. Okay? When I went there, I was confused. Matter of fact, no, I wasn't confused. I was confused. I didn't know what they was teaching me in that place. On one hand, I would hear them say this, then the next I would hear them say that. I always heard something I disagreed with. I always heard something that didn't sound right, but I didn't know nothing else. The only thing when I did look at religion, I thought of was Christianity and Islam, right? And now that's in the Bible too.
Right.
That's in the scriptures. And I can remember when I sat down to myself and thought, what religion am I going to be in? And I thought of Islam. I said, man, I tell you one thing, I'm not gonna be standing on no corner selling no bean pie with no bow tie on, no slick suit, looking silly as hell. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna do that. Then I thought about Christianity, and I had everything, every reason not to be in it, but I didn't know nothing else. I was raised. My grandmother was taking me to church ever since I was 2, 3. You know what I mean? So I was like, damn, I guess I'll just stay here. And nothing ever added up. It never made sense. The pastors never answered any question. They couldn't. People didn't even ask them no question.
Right.
You know what they came to church to get? They was coming to church to get prophesied to.
Right.
He was a prophet, right? He'll turn around and tell you all this magical stuff. He'll turn around, hey, brother, you stay right here, stand up. Brother, you know what God said? He finna bless you. Boy, you got some money coming. He turn around and see sister, you stand up. You know what the Lord said? You finna get a brand new car. That's all they was coming for. So they didn't even come with no question. They didn't even have no question. He'd get up there with some razzle dazzle, with some sprinkle me. You know what I'm saying? And then after that, everybody was revved up, waiting on him to start prophesying, waiting on them to start telling everybody what they was gonna get from God. And it was always some type of old magical, oh, you finna get it, brother. You right there with the white shirt on. It's on your cell phone. We should be listening to the Lord. What you, brother? You know what's gonna happen to you, brother? Oh, God said He got a 6-figure blessing coming for you, brother. Right. And man, you know what? He was selling them like hotcakes. He would always tell somebody that they was getting a 6-figure blessing. I ain't never heard nobody come back and say they got their blessing. Right. You know what I'm saying? I never heard anybody come back and say, you know what? That money you said I was getting, I got it. I got it. Never. I never heard that. I did hear people come in and say, oh yeah, they give me a new car. That's not magic. Hell, tax time, everybody finna get a new car.
Right.
Who ain't finna be riding a new whip around taxes? And then what's so crazy about that? You talking about God bless you with, no, you filed your taxes.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You filed head of the household. You claim all 9 of them damn kids you got. You got you about $8,000. You want to put down on your car or pay cash on it, and you got you something new. That's not magic. You know what I mean? And guess what? You got a tax return last year. You did it that year. the year before that, and the year before that. Every damn year you have a job, you file taxes. Now, how is that such a blessing? How did God bless you with that? About when you simply obtained the job, you went and filled out an application, did an interview. You dress for success.
Right.
You know what I mean? You dressed for success. They hired you. You got checks every week, every 2 weeks, once a month, bi-weekly, however they pay you, and you get a return after they take out way more taxes than what they give you. We pay way more in tax than what they give us.
Right.
You know? So, like I said, a lot of people think that's magic, but let me show you what the Lord said about rebellion, man. Go ahead and read it, man.
1 Samuel chapter 15, verse 23. For rebellion is as the sin of witchcraft.
Read that again.
For rebellion is as the sin of witchcraft.
Read that one more time, man.
For rebellion is as the sin of witchcraft.
Rebellion is as the sin of witchcraft, man. Do you not understand that? Do you ever wonder why? My mama told me this when I was little. You know, I used to turn around, I used to cuss my mom out in my room. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? She'd turn around, boy, get on my head, whoop me or something, boy, I go in my room. What you want, you nigga? Do it again. You know what I'm saying? Mama, what you saying there? Nothing. You know what I mean? I ain't say nothing, mama. I ain't say nothing. You know what I mean? I'm telling you, I used to go off on my mama in my room, boy. You know what I mean? But if she told me one time, she said, when you get older, boy, you gonna understand. And for my kid, I'm telling you, there's something about it when your child do something that you tell them not. It's the total spirit that come over you, and it's like a spell is being cast on you. Boy, didn't look just you know what I mean? I caught myself doing the same thing. I don't beat my kids like my mom used to whip me.
Right.
Boy, I used to get. Boy went from a big old belt to a big belt. You know?
Right.
Man, went from that to extension cord to 2x4 and whatever else the hell she had in her hand. Boy, I used to get the snot beat out of me. You hear me? Boy, hey, rebellion was showing up witchcraft in my house. I'm telling you. Well, I was casting all kind of magic on my mom.
Right.
Man, I used to do this too. I ain't gonna tell you how I used to be bad. But I used to turn around. I used to set booby traps. Hey, when I do all that cussing, I'm hit me. I'm a grown ass man. I wish you would hit me. Oh, I used to go off on my mom. And then I used to have them little pumpkins that you used to celebrate Halloween with. And I mean, I used to do that, watch that stuff on Nickelodeon. And she used to crochet. You know what I mean? And I'll fill that thing up with some water. I used to watch Nickelodeon, see how to run the string to the knob, and then open her on the dresser, and over there, and over there, and do all that. So when she opened the door, when I do that again, she whoop me or something, and I look, you got me, I'm a grown ass man, you gonna get on me. I do all that, and she'll come in there, what you? Cause she used to do that too. She used to hear me, and she'd bust up in my room. So I just wait. I put some water in it, and I was just waiting on that perfect time, boy. I'm thinking my mom was gonna come in. Every time I did that, man, she never even bothered. Yeah, I get my ass whooped, and that'd be the end of it. Like she just go in her room, go to sleep. I had to take all the yarn. Boy, I had my whole room, had it all tied up around my bunk bed, around my brother bed. I'm like, man, get out of here. I'm trying to go to sleep. No, man. You know what I'm saying? I got the booby trap set up. I won't even work tonight. She done whooped me again. You know? I ain't even do nothing. You know? Knowing I did every damn thing. You know? But man, I'm telling you, I used to do that, man. I'm gonna tell her that one day. I never told her that. I think it might be safe.
Right.
I think it's just a whole lot bigger than my mom. You hear me? Man, but no, I just wanted to tell you that was funny, man. Boy, you know, I love my old bird, man. And but I can understand what she was talking about now. Because when my children disobey me, you know what I mean? I referred back to every time I refer back to what she told me. And she, oh, when you have kids of your own, you're going to understand.
Right.
Oh, you're going to understand exactly where I'm coming from. Right. You know. So, like I said, rebellion is of the sin of as a sin of witchcraft. Now, just think about what you're doing to the Most High. Think about what you're doing to God. Think about, just think about, compare, you know what I'm saying? Compare it to your parent, right? To your mother or your father. They tell you to take out the trash, clean up your room, shut your mouth, get off the game, or whatever it is they tell you, right? And then you don't do it. And look at what kind of frenzy you send your parents into.
Right.
Now just think about what you are doing to the Most High God by disobeying His laws by being a filthy homosexual or a lesbian.
Right.
Think about what you are doing to God when you turn around and you love eating pork and shrimp and crab and lobster and catfish and shellfish. Think about what you are doing when you turn around and celebrate your birthday. Do you know how many people turn their back on the Lord for a birthday, man?
Right.
To turn around and put, spend money on your shirt. You know what I mean? Talking about you the birthday. Who told me that, man? Was that Konaya that said that some people that had a birthday party for somebody that died and they had the damn chair, they had his chair set up like they normally do at his party, and had him an outfit in his chair and said, "Do not sit in the birthday boy's chair." Now come on, man. Now that is ridiculous.
Right.
That is utterly ridiculous. The person is dead, and you still celebrating their damn birthday, and then you put a chair and an outfit and a pair of Nikes on the floor as if he's sitting there, and had his picture in the chair. Man, somebody, I'm about to find out. I think that was Konaya that told me that. I think it was Konaya that told me that. You turn your back on the Lord, man, to celebrate your birthday, to walk around the club with a goddamn glass begging for money.
Right.
You understand? Like you homeless or something. You turn around and turn your back on the Lord for a Easter bunny?
Right.
For a damn painted egg and some chocolate on it? Rabbits don't even lay eggs. That's a lie right there. Christ did not die on Easter and rise on Easter. You understand? What is die on Good Friday, rise on Easter Sunday? Scripture said he would be dead for 3 days, not 2. Right. So that don't even add up right there.
Right.
Here we are celebrating these lies as if it's the truth. What in the hell does Easter bunny and an egg have to do with God? Like, that don't even make sense. How does that even make sense?
No.
How does Santa Claus, a fat ass white man, giving Negroes gifts in the ghetto and flying around in a damn reindeer sleigh, what does that even have to do with God? And they really believe that Jesus was born on December the 25th. When the Catholic Church told you that they made it up. They admitted to making up that date. And do you know what Christians say? Every time I tell them that, they say, well, we know he was born, so that's why we celebrate. Like, can you believe that? That's what we become. That's what we've come to. Well, he was born, so we celebrate instead. Stop it. Black people have become, man, we is wicked as hell. Right. You know what I mean? And it's because we follow our oppressors. Get that article, Mom, and let's read some of this article. This is ridiculous. Like I said, whatever they want to push their agenda, notice how they use black people to do it. Look at almost every movie that's black has homosexuality in it somewhere. What was that movie Kevin Hart did? Right, what was the name of it? Was it High School or something like that? Yep. What was the name of it?
Night School.
Night School, okay. Kevin Hart, his most recent movie, I believe, was Night School. In that movie, I went to see it, right? He did good, right up until when he went to night school. I said, oh, here it comes. I saw it. In the scene where he was walking to his desk, and then the white boys, sit next to me. I said, oh, they finna do it. I was ready to go there. You know what I'm saying? I was ready to go there. I said, man, they finna, at night school. Now you got, damn night students got to be gay too. The day students gay, the night students gay, summer school students gay. Damn, everybody finna be gay. You know? So I said, man, and he put it in there, and at the end, what's her name? Tiffany Haddish, that's her name? That's her name? Tiffany Haddish. She turned around and he tried to holler, boy, I'm gay, I like women, I don't like me. I said, oh, man. You know what I mean? They just had to do it. That's an agenda, man. Black men is really not with that homosexuality mess.
Right.
Black women is really not into what the sisters say in the world when they ask me, is you a lesbian? What they say, sis? I'm strictly what? I want you to say it, not me. I wanted you to say it, not me. You ain't gonna say it? Yeah, exactly. There you go. Get a sister a hand. Give her a hand for saying that for us. Watch. Any heat comes from that, tell them call me. I made it say. No, but you know what I'm saying? That's what the black woman say. Now I like men. You understand? I don't get down with no women. Right? But they are steady pushing their agenda on black people. And that's what have our people out here talking about, you know, they gay and they lesbian and they can do what they want. You know, all these excuses, why you worried about who somebody else lay down with? Because you might try to lay down with my son and you're a man. You might try to lay down with my daughter and you're a woman. We should be concerned about the things that our people do. This is why we're in the position that we're in now. Because nobody cares. Nobody gives a damn. What's that old saying that they got in the world when it comes to you being worried about what somebody else is doing? Come on, everybody knows it's universal. Somebody give it to me. Don't nobody know it? Go ahead.
Mind your business.
That's true, but not that one. It's another one. It's greater than that one. When it comes to somebody being concerned about what somebody else is doing, this is a famous saying. Come on, man, I know y'all know it. Come on. To finish my thought. To each his own. Absolutely. Whatever you do there, that's on you, man. To each his own. No, to each his not own. Because you just might try to convince one of my sons to get in the damn bed with you.
Right.
You just might try to convince one of my little cousins, you understand, or nephews to get in the bed with you. You just might try, because that's what they do. That's what they do. Homosexuals, like people don't know and understand. They think homosexuals and lesbians go after other homosexuals and lesbians. No, they don't. They go and try to turn out straight people. That's the type of demon that gays have. They go for the people that's straight. Go ahead, I feel the head up.
Carl, I wanted to make mention of while you're talking about it, like majority of homosexuals and the LGBT and all of that community, majority of them are sexual deviants. You know, they be pedophiles, they be molesters, they be rapists, they be the ones that be doing all of these sexual things to kids, to teenagers, you know, sex trafficking, all of that stuff be having to do with, all of it is attached to the LGBT and all the rest of that stuff community. You know, all of that stuff be attached to them. So when you see a homosexual, whether it's a man or a woman, 9 times out of 10, they been molested. 9 times out of 10, they been molested, or they been molested, or they going to molest somebody else. You know, so you know what you bringing out is heavy, because they be some sexual demons. They got a demon on them that's so strong, you know, that it'll cause them to do anything. That's why you know it's a sickness for somebody for two girls to be with each other, and one of them got a strap on, and the girl with the strap on moaning like as if she really feels it, or you know, like she's really having sex. Like that's you know, psychologically messed up in the head. You know, like you actually acting like you feel this and this is a part of you.
Right.
You know?
That's a sexual. That's a sexual defect.
That is and you know what? And every sister that I know that done use them damn things,
Right.
them dildos and all of that, they say, I'm tired of this. I need me a man.
Exactly.
You're like, I mean, it's only, I mean, that's what weed was made for.
Right.
You understand? Weed was meant to poke all in you and on you and around you and up and down you and all of that. That's what we were made for. You know what I mean? White women were the ones that invented that mess. You know, toys and what is it called? It's nothing wrong with, it's not a sin for you to have, okay? For you to masturbate, it's no sin, right? But sisters don't have no problem getting no man.
Right.
It was a post that I saw. It's funny. I still laugh at it every time I think about it. It said, I think it had was it a big girl eating some cake or something? And it said, on my 600-pound life, every 600-pound woman has a man. And it said something like, girl, go and eat that cake or something like, you know what I mean? It was saying like, no matter how big you is, somebody wants you.
Right.
You know what I mean? Somebody wants you. Our women don't have problems. Look, compare big black women to big white women. There's no comparison.
Right.
Our big girls look good. You love some big girls, man.
That's right.
They look. Hold on, Mister. It can't be two of us up there liking no big girl. Now we got to go to council about that. We're going to council about that, brother. If you bring any of the big girls up in there, you make sure I court them first. Right. No, I'm just kidding with y'all. No, but like I said, man, you look at a big white woman, man, you're gonna be like, yeah, I just can't. A white girl, period. I don't care if she's in shape, she works out, she, what's that thing they like, the elliptical? She's on the I don't care. I don't want no white girl. Go ahead, you got your hand up, sis?
So Lockett, so you like that big black girl that was on my 600-pound life that was ripping her clothes off for money? She making money off her big 600-pound life. They like it. She got thousands of views. You like her?
No, I didn't say that I like that big.
All right.
I didn't tell you that. Okay. Now there are some brothers that love some big 600-pounders.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And there's nothing wrong with that. Big 600-pound girls need love too.
Right.
Okay? So there's nothing wrong with a brother liking a big six. Hey, you like it, I love it. All right? You do your thing. You hear me? What like I said, more power to you. And more back to you. Yes. You're going to need it.
Right.
Make sure you go to the gym and hit the machine like that and work your back, right? Okay? Because you're going to need it.
Right.
All right? But no, I mean, she shouldn't be, selling herself.
Right.
You know what I mean? Just because she has issues, right? And it's probably low self-esteem, mainly. She probably thinks really she's unattractive. So in order to get a man, she thinks being a whore, being a slut, will get her one. Right. When that's not true. Our women, I don't even know how big they are. They never had no problem getting no Negro. Right. You know what I mean? Like, big girls is still the world's best kept secret. And what I mean by that, I'm sure, don't laugh at me, brother, when I'm saying that. Okay? No, what I'm saying is, brothers in the world really be lying about how they don't like big girls.
Right.
I remember coming up, when I was young, I used to hang with all the older brothers. I used to hear, no, nigga, I don't fuck with no big nigga, I have you bad. I used to hear all that kind of stuff. She got bad. I don't mess with no big girl and all. And then I used to say, like, man, hold up, bro. I thought you said, the niggas look how big she is. Right. You know what I mean? But see, nobody saw her though. You know what I mean? So they was keeping her at the crib. Right. But see, now big girls have evolved, okay? Right. You can't keep a big girl in the house, but she wants to go out. You got to take a big girl out to eat. And guess what? If you love them, deal with her, be with her. It's nothing to be ashamed of. You understand? If that's what you like, that's what you love, then take your big girl out to eat and to the park and walk. And then if you got a problem with her weight, man, take her exercise or something like that. You know what I mean? There's nothing wrong with that. That's your woman. Do love her, big and all, whatever it is, man. And and just be happy. Right. Okay? You had your hand up, Pam.
Shalaki, I was gonna say,
I was just gonna make a little comment and say that at least you know with a 600-pound woman, she ain't running from you. She ain't gonna run from you.
No, she definitely ain't running. Okay? She definitely ain't running from you, baby. She ain't going nowhere. She's there to stay. All right? She's not going anywhere. Okay? But no, but seriously, man, you know, our people, we ain't had no problem getting no, you know, being with each other. You know, what they say in the word, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. Right. Okay? If you see a woman and she's beautiful to you, and she's big as whatever, man, if that's what you want, get her. Get her. If you like them slim, get her. If you like them thick as a mug, get her. If you like them chocolate, caramel, butter pecan, you understand? Yeah, get her. Do your thing. There's nothing wrong with it. They for us. You know what I mean? And just think about that. Brothers have several different tastes. You know what I mean? Like for instance, like with white folks, they don't like big girls. They don't like them thick. They say that they're fat. You know, they do not like thick women. So they can't handle that. You understand? They can't handle no thick women. Okay, but a brother is ready to take all that meat on. You know what I mean? With
That's
no
right.
problem. Okay? So I'm kind of going off the topic a little bit. You got me excited talking about big girls, you know what I mean? But no, but go about read that article. Let's jump to that article.
Con. Here's the difference between pansexuality and bisexuality.
Now they are really trying to teach our people this nonsense about all of these gender choices, to where you can choose whatever you want to do, whatever you want to do with your life. If you want to be pansexual, bisexual, asexual, metrosexual, all of these sexuals, right? It's it's a free country. You can do what you want. Right. But guess what? No, you cannot. If you are black, Hispanic, and Native Indian, the choice has been made for you.
That's right.
The only option that you have is heterosexual. And if you deviate from that, the Lord is going to punish you. And homosexuals get what? They get put to death. What do they get? AIDS. I know a woman, no lies. She lived right across the bridge on the east side. This was a while back, but at that time when she died with AIDS. And for the last 20 years, she had been supposedly with a woman and a woman only. And it scared her lesbian lover so bad that she got straight. She said, I'm steady trying to figure out how and when was she ever with a man to even contract this disease. So she said it scared her so bad that she went and got her a man. She was like, I'm done with that. Right. You know what I mean? She knew all along that she was not supposed to be lesbian. She probably been wanting to leave it alone anyway. But that just gave her a reason. Right. You know, like for instance, Rapaya downtown, when we was at camp Saturday, the brother Rapaya blazing on the mic and hit the sister with the truth. Remember when that lesbian came up at the end? She came up and started talking to me, and she told me, man, I don't like this stuff. She was like, I'm ready to stop. Right. You know what I mean? She did. She said, I don't even like it. You know, but of course, she got molested when she was little. And that's what made her start, venture off into it, because she was molested. And we actually had this conversation right downtown. And the sister told me then and there that, yes, I got molested as a child. And she said, I don't hate men, but I just don't like them. Right. From what a man did to her when she was a damn child. Right. Now I want to live in a place where our children don't get molested, to where they grow up and live a lifestyle like what she's living. Right. She's literally in hell. She's doing something that she don't want to do. Every damn homosexual don't like it. Right. Every lesbian don't like it. But you got demons on you and you don't know what to do with them. And you need to come here. This is where you need to come. We'll cast some demons off you. We'll get them demons off you. Don't worry. Give us some time. You just come, and we will get the demons off of you.
Right.
We are trained men in here. Commander Junior Hunter trains every man extremely well to cast out the demons. Oh, you're gonna do it. You're gonna do it if you love your people. If you love your people, you're gonna do what you're taught in the school, and you're gonna turn around and you're gonna get them demons off your people. And you're gonna make sure that they turn around and clean up their life. That's the whole point. The Most High woke you up. Why wouldn't you go and fix your brother and your sister? Why wouldn't you go fix it? You know, you remember the life that you was living. You remember the hell that you went through, all the child molestation you went through, all the rape you went through. Your mother was a crackhead, a prostitute, and every damn thing else has got you in the situation that you in. When the Most High wake you up, why wouldn't you fix somebody else that went through the same thing?
Right.
They went through that same thing. So they actually, our people really, like the Lord said in Isaiah 30:1, we turn around and we are taking counsel, but not of the Lord. The Lord chose your sexuality for you when you was born. You was born a boy, you're gonna be a man, and you're supposed to have sex with a woman. And then, when you become an adult. If you're born a girl, you're supposed to be having sex with a man and having babies, once you become an adult. It's been chosen for you. And that's the good thing about being in the truth. That's the good thing about being an Israelite. Is we ain't got to make our own choices. It's already been made for us. All we got to do is follow. Go ahead, Sister Jenna.
So what do you say to a person who was born with both sex organs? They call them hermaphrodites.
Who you know was born with both organs?
I used to work at a hospital and there was a child that was born.
You used to do what?
I worked at a hospital and there was a child that was born with both.
There was a child born like that? What is East Indian? Huh?
I couldn't tell.
It was a heathen, though, right? Huh?
Yes.
Yeah, it was a heathen. That's the punishment from the Lord. I ain't gonna tell them nothing. You know what I mean? Now, as far as our people concerned, I've never heard of none of our people being born like that. Be born with both organs. And that is some crazy. Have you seen some of that kids? No foreigners, the East Indians got it real bad.
Right.
I done seen arms coming out of mouths. You know what I mean? I done seen whole heads and jaws discombobulated, eyes twisted up. Ooh-wee. Boy, the Lord punished them.
That's right.
The Lord is punishing the other nations. But as far as that, I would say call the general behind you and get counsel on what to do about this situation. That topic right there, that would be a touchy, very touchy topic. And I'm sure that General Muhammad knows just what to do.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So call him something in the event, if something was to ever happen like that to an Israelite, call and get counsel. You know what I mean? Certain things, it goes according to the specifics of your situation. You get what I'm saying? Like, for instance, if a sister, say, she's in a marriage and it's really bad, she's abusive, taking sex, taking money, doing all this kind of stuff, she needs to get counsel. Something like that, don't give that question to class. You know what I mean? Get some counsel about that because that is real touchy, and you would have to, instead of telling all of that out in class, saying about how your husband raping you and taking money, doing this and doing, you want to talk to somebody and get some counsel about that. So that's what I would advise for that. You know what I mean? In the event something like that was to happen, then you get counsel. Okay? But usually, I've never even heard of an Israelite being born that way. I've never heard. Even with all of the sin and the pork and the things that we've done, you know what I mean? I've never heard an Israelite child being born like that. Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian. I've never heard that. Okay? Go ahead, Bob. Read that some more.
Once upon a time, people thought sexuality was pretty simplistic.
It is. Straight. That's it. That's as simple as it gets. If you are black, Hispanic, and Native Indian, you are supposed to be straight. That's the only way for you. That is the only way for you. Look at how these different diseases have taken over, the black community. Like, you know that they say almost half of our teenagers that are men that are gay from I think it's I think it's about 17 to 25, I think it is. Almost half of them got AIDS. Half of the ones that's gay, okay, from the age 17 to 25 has AIDS. And you still think that gay is an option? Like it's an alternative?
Right.
It's a choice. It's like a decision that you would want to make when statistically proven right now to this day over half of black men that are the ages from 17 to 25 have AIDS. And you still think that that is an alternative lifestyle? That's a death sentence.
All right.
Us being gay, it's not going to work for us. You think because you see a celebrity be gay, you think you're gonna be the same. You're gonna be same gay. No. Guess what? He's doing bad too. He just don't tell you. Just don't see it. When you see him, he's shining. You understand? He got money. He got jewelry. He got clothes and cars. And he on a video dancing and twerking or whatever. You understand? Whatever the hell he do. He's on the movie screen. That's what he's doing. And you think because he's on a movie, then hey, it is what it is. He got it going on. So you think you're gonna have it going on too. No, you're not. No, you're not. He ain't gonna have it going on either. What's my man name from Good Times? Not JJ, the other. The brother, Michael. What's that brother name? He was gay. And he got AIDS. And been living with it for a long time. Man, my aunt, one time before she passed away, she was in the hospital with a homosexual was in the hospital with her dying of AIDS. When I called, all I could hear when I'm checking on my auntie was this dude screaming at the top of his lungs. And it was so loud. I asked my auntie, I said, damn, that's your roommate? She said, no, he all the way at the other end of the hall. The dude was at the other end, and I could hear him as if he was next to her he was in bed too, in her room. And she said that he was bleeding from out of his butt. He said all he could do was plain everything. It's hurting, it's killing me, it's hurting, it's killing me. The AIDS was killing him. And that's all he did. She said he sleep maybe like 30 minutes a day. And he said rest of the day, that's what he's doing, screaming and hollering all day. And now you still think that that's an alternative? You still think you're going to live your best gay life? No, you're not. The Lord is going to put you to death. And guess what? A woman, you're going to get it too.
That's right.
Gay women think that they can't contract them diseases, but y'all pass that stuff along to each other too. Y'all pass that stuff along to each other too. Keep reading, Devon.
You were either gay or straight, and that was that.
No, you was either straight. You're straight. That's it. That's what you're supposed to be. It's only straight. Gay is not an option for us. It most certainly ain't an option for me. I love my woman. God damn. Ain't bad too. I'll never switch up and go get a man. Oh my God, that is terrible. Even if I wasn't in the truth, thank God I am, but God, I still wouldn't go get no man. I don't give a damn what happened to me. You know what I mean? I don't care how many times a woman can play me, lie to me, cheat on me, do whatever. I'm still not. I just go give me another woman.
Right.
But I never turn around and be gay. Damn, just gay. This sounds terrible, though. Just that word alone, G-A-Y. Gay. It don't mean happy to me.
Right.
You know how some people like to switch it up. Words have two meanings. Like gay just mean no. I don't even use gay for happy. Nigga, if I'm happy, I'm gonna say happy.
Right.
I'm not gonna say, oh, I'm gay today. How you doing, brother? Oh, I'm gay. I'm gay. No, I'm not. Oh, nigga, I'm good. I'm straight. What's up with it? I'm chilling. That's what I'm gonna say. Not, how you doing today, bro? Okay. Hi. You know, hell no. You know what I mean? Never. Okay? Yeah, good. How you doing? I'm straight. You understand? That's what I am, bro. You understand me? Straight. Depending on who I'm talking to, because it's a lot of them out here, T.
Right.
Man, it's a lot of them down lows and up lows and left lows and right lows. They all kind of lows around here.
Right.
You know? They own the low. Okay? And I'm on the up and up. You understand? Ain't nothing low about me.
Right.
You understand? I ain't on no low. Okay? Down low. Like I said, left low, right low. You know what I mean? None of that. No, sir. Yeah, go ahead, sis.
Yeah, trying to tell females that is like it's crazy because women don't even want to believe. Okay, when they say, "Oh, but he's so fine," well, that don't mean he ain't on the down low. He married and got kids too.
Yeah, absolutely. I know I know several brothers that turned around and ended up, you know what I'm saying, homosexual. You know, and I know one in particular, right? This guy I grew up with, this brother here, man, he was like gangster. Oh, he was gangster. You're, I mean, he was pulling kick doors. Folks owed him money. He come kick in your door, pistol whip you, snatch all your cash, his cash, and anything else of value in your house. You hear me? Man, he turned around. He did a lot of stuff for breakfast. This brother would be early in the morning. We see him. I'm finna whoop this nigga real quick. You know what I mean? He gangster all day long. You know, he like never chill. You hear me? Gangster 24/7 until he went to prison. Soon as he went to the boy, they brothers he got locked up with, and we knew from the hood could not wait to call home and tell us about this. Soon as he got to jail, now he was one they would call like a pretty boy. You would see the dude and you wouldn't even think that he was even like that. He looked like a square. You know what I mean?
Right.
He looked like just a square kid, like dressed nice, and you know you wouldn't even have thought he was doing half the stuff that he was doing. And man, they called with the quick. I mean, the brothers didn't even get locked. They didn't even get locked down. And one of the other brothers we knew asked them, I need to use the phone. Okay. And he went and called home and he said, man, y'all ain't gonna believe what just happened. The brother turned around and soon as he went to jail, he said they had all the cats that have been there for a long time, all the niggas that been doing 1,000 push-ups, you know what I'm saying, 1,000 pull-ups, you hear me? Swole like they using damn steroids and standing right there at the gates soon as you coming in. And he said, man, there's a whole line of them, man. And he said one brother jumped out the wall and said, come here, bitch. And he said, dude, put his head down and walked over there to him. I said, man, you got to be kidding me. He said, yeah. He said, man, he is straight. This dude is his woman, straight up. I said, man, come on, bro. Not gangster. Not kick no. Not pistol whip. Not, you know what I'm saying? Not him. Not him about. No, he can't be. He said straight like, I'm telling you. He was somebody's woman, ironing somebody's drawers, fixing somebody's tray. Like how you a whole man and you in jail and you fixing your man tray. Like, you know what I'm saying? And that nonsense about you prison gay, oh no, that don't work.
God.
Oh, that don't work. If you gay in prison, y'all, I know you did that stuff out here on the street.
Right.
Cause ain't no nigga in prison. I've been locked up before. Ain't nobody scared me that bad. I mean,
Right.
I was in there with my people. You know what I'm saying? I don't care if you was big. I don't care if you was tall. Ain't damn Negro in jail scared me that bad to where I turn around and flip the script like that. You know, you gonna have to kill me, man. I'm not gonna give in at no point. You know what I mean? You just gonna have to kill. I'm just have to die that day. Right. Cause I'm not giving you nothing.
Right.
You understand? I'm not that. You can't come here, bitch. Who the fuck you think you talking to? You understand? That's exactly what I would have told him. And we'd have started scrapping right then and there. And you know what they would have done? They'd have said, no, you ain't gonna be able to get him. Right. That one you ain't gonna be able to get. But he was so scared, and he probably, like I said, I'm pretty sure he was doing homosexual stuff out here in the streets. Nobody knew it. You know, he was such a gangster all day, ready to whoop somebody. It's early in the morning. We used to hit the block about 8 o'clock. You know, we'll be outside on the block, 8 o'clock in the morning. This nigga talking about going to go kill somebody. You know what I mean? I'm like, damn, dog, I'm trying to make some money, man. I ain't worried about it. You know what I mean? Go do what you do. You know what I'm saying? You interfere with what I'm doing. Oh, what your business. Let me do what I'm doing. You know? I'm like, the 8 o'clock in the morning. Anytime we'll see him, oh, man, fuck this nigga up. All day. Straight up, man. That nigga gonna get my money, man. I'm telling you. This was all day. And then they said, as soon as he went to jail, he come here, bitch. Just like that's all it took. They say he put his head down and walked up, because he was a little bitty guy. Man, he was smaller than a young man in the back. He was smaller than him. Yeah. That's why I say, I mean, he was a worm. You wouldn't even have thought that he was doing the stuff that he was doing, but he was doing it. He was doing it on the streets, but not when he went to the hole, boy. Not when he went to jail. It was over when he went to jail. Keep reading, boy.
There are a slew of other identities.
It's a what?
A slew of other identities.
How many you said, well, 58 of them? 58 gender choices that you can make here in this country. The white man is the devil. Can't you say?
That's right.
Can't you tell? Why would you even want to be a deviant? You know what a deviant means, right? You are a person that goes against the natural process, especially when it comes to something sexual. Especially sexual. You are a sexual deviant, man. If you are a, what's this about? Bisexual, pansexual, asexual, metrosexual. What's the other one, man? It's a
pansexuality, bisexuality, asexuality, and demisexuality.
That's the new one that they got. You're a demisexual. Okay, they got them out there now. Then they got the ones. Which one is it? Is it that that you don't like anyone in particular? You just like whoever you like. You a man or a woman. Which one is it?
Pansexual.
Oh, that's pansexual. Okay, that's disgusting. And I know sisters that try to support metrosexuals and claiming that a metrosexual is just a man that's just ultra concerned about his look, his appearance. No, he's a homo. That's what he is. Ain't no like for instance, them guys that be in the gym. It's okay to be buff, right? It's nothing wrong with having muscles. Nothing wrong with being fit. There's nothing wrong with that. But when you see them looking at them, touching on themselves and all, them guys be gay. Right. The ones that wear them 2 little shirts half the time, like Eddie Long was doing when he was preaching.
Right.
Wearing the muscles. Like, come on, man. You're supposed to be a pastor, bro. Not showing off your body to your members, man. And then to all the little boys in the church. Not, you know what I'm saying? Not the women. He wasn't even doing it for the women. He was doing it for the little boys.
Right.
So that he could molest the little boys, man. And then you wonder why he went out the way that he did. With what they claimed was the worst case of cancer ever. I believe it was AIDS. I believe it was AIDS. The worst case of AIDS that you ever seen. Somebody to get it and then turn around and die with the quickness. That's what I believe that was. It wasn't no goddamn worst case of cancer. They just did that because of who he was. He had a little money. They paid for everybody to say that. Eddie Long got put to death because he was a child molester. That's right. He was a pansexual and an asexual and a bisexual, CDEFG sexual, LGBT sexual. He was all of them sexuals. He was a deviant, man. You are not, certain things you just not supposed to deviate from. You can deviate from your job, right? Your job requires you to sweep for 30 minutes. You can get it done in 15. Right. And then act like you sweep. You can deviate. You know what I mean? You can do that. You can turn around and guess what? You can deviate to the point to where you can spot sweep. You know what I mean? You ain't got to sweep the whole floor. You can deviate like that to keep your job. But when it comes to your sexuality, black man, Hispanic man, or Native Indian man, don't deviate at all. You're going to get AIDS. That's right. Black woman, Hispanic woman, Native Indian woman, you are an Israelite. And you have laws that you are supposed to be living by.
That's what.
And being a carpet muncher is not one of them. Okay, being a stud is not one of them. And that is so ridiculous. Like you want to be the man. You want to be a man, so you acting like a man, right? And you get with a woman that acts like a man. Okay, and you get with a man that acts like a woman. Do that make sense? Just get you a woman. They're much more fun. I've never been with a man. I'll never do it. He don't even look fun to me. Okay, a brother don't even look fun to me. I want to go to war with my brother. I want to pick up guns and get out there for my people. I want to do something like that with my brothers. Not turn around and try to hold his hand walking in the park. Okay, none of that. Women are much more fun. I guarantee. Okay, I guarantee to get you one. Okay, if you a homo, get you one. Once you get that, you'll never go back. Okay, straight up. You know how they say once you go black, never go back. Once you get that cat, you'll never go back.
That's right.
Young man, close your ears. I got you about 13, 14. You don't need to be hearing this kind of stuff right now. But when you do, ready, make sure you come talk to me, okay, son? I got you. All right? So you won't get out here and make no mistakes. And I ain't talking about a gay mistake. I'm talking about, pick the wrong kind of mistake. I know you ain't no homo.
Right.
All right? I know you ain't gay. But we want to make sure you pick the right kind of shaquita out here, okay? No, but read some more, man.
Despite the more nuanced understanding of sexuality, mix-ups still happen.
Okay, they said despite this new nonsense that they trying to put on our people, it's still a misunderstanding. What is a misunderstanding? You're not supposed to be gay. I understand that. And guess what? That's something to really understand. And I love that I understand that. Because me and homosexuality just wouldn't mix. It wouldn't work. I'm telling you, it wouldn't work. I just can't fix myself to even think about that. Anytime I would turn around and see a woman, look, oh my God, look at how fine our women are.
God.
Man, I don't even want to start describing all of them good things they do about you. But just to even thought of being with a man, it's disgusting.
Right.
But you got brothers that's out here doing that. And they are pushing that on our people.
Right.
They're pushing it on black people to make you be gay. They doing that because you know why? Because number one, that's going to destroy us, and number two, God is going to be against us. That's why they do that. Let's get a couple of scriptures on that because we get close to the time. Give me let's see. Go to give me Leviticus 20 and 13. Give me the law first. God has a law, okay? He has laws against homosexuality and lesbianism, all right? And when you break those laws, you are going to be punished. It's in the Bible. You sin, you're going to be punished. You're leaving God with no choice.
Right.
God, he doesn't want to put you to death, but what else can he do when you're a homosexual?
Right.
What else can he do when you are a lesbian but make your life a living hell? What else can he do? And then the majority of our people will not stop. I got a cousin that's gay. He been gay ever since I've known him. He been gay ever since, and guess what? He got molested too. And it's a shame. I actually hate it because, what is it, like 90% of our people that's homosexual and lesbian got molested? That's why they end up being, and we don't see the problem. We just don't see the problem here. Child molestation is a problem. And it needs to be addressed. It don't need to be swept under the rug.
Right.
It needs to be addressed. Our children need to stop being molested. If you get molested, if you got molested, come here and get healed. The church don't care about it. They gonna molest you. Matter of fact, if it hadn't happened there, you're going to get molested by the preacher.
Right.
The preacher's going to molest you. Preachers take advantage of our people. There was an article that I pulled out. Look for this. It was a church that took advantage. It was I think it was some kind of all girls program, all children's program or something like that. I forgot what it was. But they took advantage of them little girls and they molested them and raped them in the goddamn program. Find that for me, T. Find that for me. You got that scripture for me, Bob? Go ahead, read that for me, y'all.
Leviticus chapter 20, verse 13.
Nice and loud, boy.
If a man also lie with mankind, as he lieth with a woman, both of them have committed an abomination.
Now, what's so hard to understand about this? If a man lie down with mankind, another man, like he lied with a woman, two men ain't supposed to be enjoying each other in the bed.
That's right.
That's not supposed. That's not even sex. That's not sex. That's an abomination.
That's right.
And the Lord just said it in the scripture. Is that it on it? Go ahead, keep reading.
They shall surely be put to death.
They shall surely be put to death. Moses didn't play that gayness. You know what I mean? Moses wasn't having no homosexuals in the kingdom. If you find one, he said they should be what?
Put to death.
They should be put to death. And guess what? In a righteous kingdom, in Christ's kingdom, come out the closet if you want to. Matter of fact, you ain't gonna make it in the closet.
Right.
You're going to get stoned. You're going to get put to death. That's it.
Their blood shall be upon them.
Their blood shall be. You turn around and you stone them until that blood start gushing up out that white meat. That's what you do. You bash they damn head. That's what happened back in them days. Before they had guns and you know what I mean, things like that. They would turn around and put you to death in one of the worst ways. Sit there and beat you with a bunch of stones. Bash your damn head in with a brick. That's a hard way to die. Just think about it, man. Constantly getting hit in your head with a brick down. You take a stone, smash that mother upside somebody's head. All because they a punk. Because they're a sissy. You know? Man, I'm telling you, in the righteous kingdom, that's what's going to happen. You're going to get put to death. When Christ return, all this is going to come back into effect. And your blood going to be upon you if you get, especially around me. Because I'm snitching. I'm snitching on the homo. Straight up. I ain't lying. Snitches get stitches, not in the cake. Okay? Because I'm snitching on a nigga that's gay in the cake. Christ, Slakia, sir, if I may, this dude is a homo. Okay? I saw him with a pink shirt on. I'm telling you, go ahead, Rapaya.
I second that.
You second? See, I got a witness. That's in the Bible too. That's in the scripture. If two or more can turn around and come forward, you're going to get stoned.
Right.
Straight up. No, but seriously, man. That's what needs to happen. Okay? Black people need to be in a righteous place. Look at what we're doing here, in this unrighteous kingdom. We're doing any and everything. You know how many people walk around smoking? You know how many people cigarettes, blacks, mild, weed, crack. Oh, come on, man. You name it. I was just at the gas station before I came here. And the brother telling the clerk, oh, I don't smoke them no more. I got off them. I smoke these now. Like, damn, like them ain't no good either. You know what I mean? Like, those is going to give you cancer too. You're sinning against the Lord with the one that you didn't like at first or the ones that you picked up now. It don't matter. But they got them in different flavors. It don't matter. Whichever flavor you pick and you light it, that's a sin. Whether you slice it down or if you just smoke the black and mild. You just smoke it by itself. If you take the little jewel, okay, the little electric cigarette, you smoke it. That's a sin. If you go and smoke a hookah, if you vape, whatever it is, you are sinning. Simple as that. Because we are not supposed to be smoking no thing. All right? That's it on that right, Ron. Okay, give me Romans 1, 26 through 28, because I had a sister that told me, she said, man, when you read that scripture carefully, when you read that scripture carefully, it only says if a man lie with mankind. I said, oh, so it's okay for the woman. She said, absolutely. That is a lie.
That's right.
That will show you in the Bible. The Lord is not with your lesbianism either. All right? He's not now we know that people here in this society, they accept it. They accept it. What's that song my boy made up? My girl got a girlfriend.
God.
You know? They always singing about some woman touching another woman. They always got them in the videos. You know? Got the women all in the pool together, looking at each other, dancing, twerking with each other, smacking each other. What's your boy name? That new video, damn, by Tiger. What's the name of that song? Where he was in the pool with all the women at the mansion. He got them all at the pool and all that. All of them twerking. You know the name of the song? I forgot the name of the song, but he turned around. When you watch the video, the women sitting there shaking on each other, but smacking each other. You know, they all on each other. A black woman ain't supposed to be doing that. But the Bible says that you are not supposed to see your sister's or your brother's nakedness. You're not supposed to see another woman half naked. You know, most certainly ain't supposed to be touching on her damn butt and all on her breast. But they do it because this place is comfortable with that. They say, hey, you like it, I love it. That's what they say. Can't stop nobody from being. That's what they say.
Right.
Go ahead, since you got that.
They've gotten so comfortable with the homosexuality thing that it's all in the commercial.
Yeah,
It's
it
the
is.
same commercials that our children watch.
Absolutely.
Here it is, YouTube wants you to properly put your videos up and say whether it's for 12 and under or something like that.
Right.
But you showing homosexuality right on the TV.
Exactly. And Salaki, if I could, on cartoon.
Right.
I remember watching one time, it was a clip, somebody put it on Facebook. And it was a clip of a Ren and Stimpy cartoon. They said they even got gay stuff in the cartoon. It was a whole, I think about 20 or 25 different clips of different cartoons that was doing gay events. And the Ren and Stimpy thing, that would trip me out the most, right? Because it got, I don't know which one Ren, the skinny and fat one, right? We'll just say that. I think it was the skinny one. The fat one was doing some work, right? And then I think he was sawing, somebody else saw. And the skinny would come up, and I think he was hungry or something, wasn't he? I think something was wrong with him, and he turned around and he bent over, working, looked at his butt, and he looked, and I think it turned into like a piece of bread or something, or a piece of cake or something for him to eat. Now these two male characters, and then he turned around. I might have it, slightly wrong, but I remember it a little bit, But he turned around, and before you know it, the skinny one got the saw right at his private, and he's going back and forth, humping the hell out this damn, like he was chopping the wood, but he actually was on the damn the other one, the little fat was butt. And he turned around and he kept going and kept doing this until he turned around and said, "Oh," like he done bust him one.
Right.
And then he turned around after that, and started smoking a cigarette. Now that's that right there was a sex scene. That was a gay sex scene on a cartoon. I said, God damn. So go ahead.
The scene is called Sawing Wood.
Who?
It's called Sawing Wood.
Charlie Wood?
Sawing?
Sawing? Oh,
wood.
like sawing wood. Okay. That's the scene that it was sawing wood. That is a gay sex scene that kids watch. And they had about, like I said, it was about a clip with like 20 or 25 different cartoons that had gay scenes in them. That's ridiculous, man. They are forcing this stuff on us when we kids. They are pushing their agenda on God's chosen people.
That's right.
You ready? Read that scripture, man.
Romans chapter 1, verse 26. For this cause, God gave them up unto vile affection.
Okay, now when you read just a couple of scriptures ahead of this, they turn around and our people didn't want to follow the Lord. It's all throughout the Bible. Okay, we turn around and start making up our own mess. Instead of us following the Creator, we follow the creature. Okay, and the creature ain't, who they put on movies and have you so scared of a spooky red guy. That's not the creature. The creature is the white guy that told you that being homosexual or lesbian is an alternative. That's who the creature is in the Bible. That's who we got this stuff from, not the red man living up under the ground. No red man even lives under the ground. Let's clear that up. No red man, no devil lives under the ground. He runs your TV shows. He runs the cartoon. What is it? Ren and Skippy, Sawing Wood. He runs that. Okay. He ran the movie Hitch. He ran the movie Night School. Okay. He ran all the comedians that go on and talk about being gay. I remember Chris Tucker said that. Wasn't he the one that said, "Yeah, Michael Jackson screw me for $1 million"? And all I remember on what was the name of that comedy thing that your boy Russell Simmons did? Def Comedy Jam. I remember damn near every comedian coming on there with that same joke, saying that they would let Michael Jackson sleep with them for $1 million. That's not funny. That's gay. That's not a joke to me. But a lot of In Living Color. The Wayans is no toy. They still playing gay roles. They can't stop. They can't stop playing gay roles, man. Every movie they own, it's got to be somebody gay. What was the White Girl? Yeah, you had the 2 black detectives. Okay? First he go from $1 bill, I need a $1 bill. Right in the beginning, then they made a major bust. Right? So they the two top detectives in the land. But then now you go to white girls. You know what I mean? Putting makeup on your face, out with a man, on a date with a man, all kind of stuff. But go ahead, Rupaya.
And they also in scary movies. That's why I don't like watching them no more. Because like after I seen Scary Movie, like, and it's mainly Sean. Sean is I think he's really gay. Cause he got all his scenes, all his comedic scenes be having to do with something with homosexuality. Right. Like when he was in Scary Movie and he stuck his ear by the little glory hole and stuff like that, and he went in his ear and he screamed, but he liked it. And he came back to do it again and stuff. Like, it's like all his scenes, all his roles be playing that like some type of gay homosexual now. Yeah. And I don't like watching them no more.
And then on what was that on Don't Drink Your Juice in the Hood? Right. When they turned around and the father, when he was talking to the son, and he told him, he said, "Man, you ever had a man rub against your butt?" He was like, "Oh no." Well, I did it one time. Right. I ain't like it, but I did. Oh, come on, man. You know what I mean? Like, that stuff is not funny. Being gay is not funny. I hate it. Like, y'all remember when that brother turned around and came up against us at the camp that time on the east side of when they turned around at first, when he heard me say something about a homosexual, he ran over there to go in, didn't he? Right. But then when I said that brother, I said, that stuff he doing, he went back to the bus stop and turned around and went live on his phone, turned into a twerk queen, and started twerking in my life. He started busting it open, twerking and filming himself, lollipopping and doing all this at the bus stop. Then when he heard, I said, "Man, why y'all laughing?" I said, "That's not funny." I said, "That brother got molested when he was little." He came back over there in tears. He said, "Man, you know what? I did. I did, man. I got molested. The man that molested me, molested everybody in the family." That's what he said. That's what he said. So while he don't like that lifestyle he living, his brother came back to me crying about what happened to him. He not happy being gay. And they really was parading him on as if that was cute. And it's not, man. Right. That stuff is not cute. Keep reading, Doc.
For even their women did change the natural use.
The women did what?
Change the natural use.
The women even became deviants as well. And did what? Keep reading.
Into which is against nature.
They changed the natural use. What's the natural use of a woman in this context? Go ahead, Raphael.
Be with a man.
To be with a man. Like I said before, there's only one sexuality, and that's straight.
That's right.
And they change, even the women changed the natural use. And then what? Keep going.
And likewise also the men.
And the men did also. Okay? What do you see in a lot of our brothers and our sisters do? Look at Queen Latifah. I remember having a conversation with a sister when the movie Set It Off came out. And they were talking about that gay scene and shit. I mean, the whole road was gay. And a sister said, nah, I don't think she's gay. She probably laughing all the way to the bank. I said, no, she's gay. You know, she has to be gay. Anybody that's willing to play a gay role, you gay to me. Anybody that's okay with, hey man, that's so, I ain't against it. You gay. I heard so many brothers say that they not against homosexuality. Like, why would you? That's tarnishing manhood.
Right.
You know what I mean? Come on, man's supposed to be hard, not for another man though.
Right.
You know, not for another man. Two men ain't supposed. A man ain't supposed to be sticking his rod up another man's behind. That's not supposed to be happening.
Right.
But you got so many of our people that change the natural use of the woman, and the woman changed the natural use of the man to where they decided to be together. They want to be in a relationship with each other now. Keep reading the Bible.
Leaving the natural use of the woman, burned in their lust one toward another, men with men, working that which is unseemly, and receiving in themselves.
Wait, whoa, working that which is what?
Unseemly.
It's unseemly, man. What society and what our slave master is trying to do is he's trying to push. Matter of fact, they had a show called, what's it called, Normal? I think that was about being gay. That was about being gay. Do you know what they said? They got a new one out there. Orange. What they say? The orange is the new black. The gay is the new. What's it called? And it's filled with homosexuality. What's the other one that they had? Oz. Right? When I turned around, the first gay scene, I said, oh no, I can't watch this no more. Go ahead, play out.
And Oz, like they didn't care. That was like one of the first shows that openly showed them like actually raping each other.
Yeah.
You know, you could see the penetration, all types of gay stuff. Like Oz was extremely gay.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. They even said that on their movies, every man in there was gay. Every person that played the roles was gay. Straight up.
I believe it.
Yeah, I believe it too. And that's why I stopped watching that. I was like, oh, no, I can't get with this.
Right.
You know, I can't do it. You can turn around and make HBO a hit for this. Me, I'm turning it off.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I turned it off. I couldn't watch it. I can't sit and watch some gay show. I can't even get into Tyler Perry. Right. You know, everybody think that mess that he do is so fun. Hallelujah. That's not. A woman can play that role. A woman can turn around and pull out that pistol, run all up down stage like she crazy. Right. You know what I mean? Beat up the damn family, whatever. You know, a woman can do that. Right. You know, I actually know a woman that look just like that girl. I do. And guess what her name is? Madea. He could have hired her. Right. And she would have played that part perfect. Okay? Dressed like her and every damn thing. Go ahead and play out.
And I always said this about Tyler Perry films. I always said like you said, that gay stuff ain't funny. But Tyler Perry, when he's not doing that, when he's seriously making movies and it ain't got nothing to do with the Madea and dressing up like a woman, he makes some actually good movies. Like the movies I've seen that has Madea out of the movie be actually like good movies. I like watching them. But the Madea movies is like all played out after the first one. I'm like, this what the whole movie is about. He got about like 40 Madea movies, right. And all of them about him dressing up like a trainee and stuff in a drag, you know, and not even funny with it.
No, like it's not. The stuff is not funny. You know what I mean? It's really not.
Right.
But when you think about it, he make them movies like. When I did see a couple of them scenes to where every woman he ended up talking about molestation. To everybody on, oh girl, you got raped when you was little, you got molested when you was a kid, you got this, you got that. I was like, wait a minute, man, something's up with that. You know, his dude is actually, he's telling some truth somewhere.
Right.
You know, and then he turned around after so long, came out and said he was molested. That's why he can't get over that.
Right.
He can't get that African he was talking to, that was a front. You know what I mean? He actually likes men. You know, that was all the front. And I'm sure it was from him being molested.
Right.
He said he was molested by a woman and a man. You know? And I believe it. I believe it. Women molest children too.
Right.
They do. They just don't get caught that much, and they just don't talk about it that much. I know a brother, I don't know him personally, but I know a brother that was molested by his mother, and she ended up getting pregnant by her son. You know what I mean? Straight up. Right here in the city of St. Louis. That's what happened. And never said nothing. Nobody ever thought about it. Nobody ever even had an abortion. You know? Probably had several of those.
Right.
You know? Like I said, women molest children too. Okay? Go ahead, I'll read it. Read some more.
And receiving in themselves that recompense of their error which was meet.
Okay, receiving in themselves that recompense that was meet. What does that mean? Who knows what that means? Go ahead.
Getting what they deserve.
Say it again.
Getting what they deserve.
Absolutely. Getting what they deserve. Recompense means repayment. So they are getting in themselves that recompense, that repayment, which was meet. Meaning that this judgment is right.
Right.
The punishment that you get, the age that you get is right. Because you are a homosexual or a lesbian. I don't know why lesbians think they're gonna have a better time. Women are already crazy. Okay?
Right.
They already crazy with a man. God damn. You ever been in some of these households? You got a mama and a daddy. All they did was they were fighting, arguing. Damn, they killed each other. Well, I remember my mama stabbed. Well, I don't remember, but everybody talking about the story. She stabbed my dad. My dad just turned around and fight him. You know what I mean? I'm pretty sure it's because of that mouth. You know what I mean? And boy, she turned around, used to fight my mom, and she stabbed him, and all kinds of stuff, all kind of crazy mess. I was literally, but they talk about them stories, you know, and that's the kind of stuff that black families is going through. You know what I mean? But you turn around and you be gay, already you straight, our people have a problem. Straight couples have a problem staying together, treating each other right, loving one another, not being in competition with each other, not breaking each other's nose. You know what I mean? They actually had this problem in straight. So what you think two gays is gonna do? Two gays, I mean, that's all they gonna do is fight. You already doing something you're not supposed to be doing. They are extremely violent in that LGBT community.
Right.
Homosexuals and lesbians are the most violent community out of them all. They are. So I don't know where they get all this, they just want to be loved stuff from. You know what I mean? Damn, you don't even love the damn person you're beating the hell out of, you're about to kill them.
Right.
I know a woman that was gay. This was a long time I was in the world. And this sister used to stay in my apartment building. And she was gay. She was real cool. I was wondering, why is you gay? I said, look at you. I mean, this sister was nice. She was nice looking. She was chocolate. You know what I mean? Had a nice body on. Used to try to dress. How you a stud with a fat butt? You know what I mean? I mean, she was thick as a dog, man. I'm like, you trying to wear like dress like the brat, like with this? Like the brat got a body. You know what I'm saying? The brat is bad. You hear me? And this sister was built like, I mean, she that body. You hear me? And I'm like, I said, why you a lesbian? And look at you. Like, she don't fuck with men no more. Had 2 kids, had been married, you know what I'm saying, with a man for, you know, married according to Esau, you know, had went and got the license and the certificate, was with him for, I forgot how many years she said, but she don't fuck with men no more. You know what I mean? And got her a damn woman. And you know what she used to do with that woman? That woman still like men. And she thought she was going to beat it out of her. And every time she would come over, you was with that nigga? And I would hear it. I would hear it in the building. And she turned around and go to work on that girl and beat the snot out of her. And one night she come knocking on my door after she beat her. I'm finna go go to jail. She called the police. Police was outside and all that. So I turned around and I'm sitting there talking to her. You know, she outside talking to the police. And she like, man, I just can't believe this girl keep cheating on me. I'm like, she like men. Like, I mean, what do you mean? You know? And she was like, man, but I give her to her the best. You give her what? What do you give her? You ain't got nothing. You know what I mean? What is you giving this woman? And you know what this fool did? This is no lie. This is honest God truth. She said she went in her kitchen. This is no lie. Okay, while we waiting on the police to come upstairs and arrest her for beating this girl up, we having this conversation. She came back out of her kitchen, went in the refrigerator, I heard the door slam. She walked back on the table and said, "Wow!" Slapped a big old cucumber on the table and said, "I hit her with this right here." She said, "Ain't no nigga got nothing on this. I put a condom on this mug and I go to work." I said, "Oh my God." I said, "You know what? I'm gonna just let the police lock you up. I'm gonna go back to the crib. I'm going to the crib after." I'm telling you, this is no lie. She actually told me that. You know what I mean? I said, "God damn, man." I was done after that. I couldn't even do it no more. I said, "You know what? Hey, don't ever call me back over here to watch you get arrested," you know what I'm saying, "for beating this girl up. I'm done." You know? And that was an actual word to me. Straight up, I said, "You wasted a cucumber like that?"
Right.
You know what I mean? I like cucumbers, man. They good. You know? And you turn around and a big one too. You hear me? I said, "Oh, damn. You, with that? Oh, okay. No wonder she don't want you." You know what I'm saying? No wonder she's with a man.
Right.
Okay? Look at what you are doing to her. You messing up the goddamn fruits and vegetables. Okay?
Right.
You ain't got nothing to eat when she come over here. Okay? Come on, man. You know what I mean? Hey, no wonder she's out with a man. You ain't got nothing in your refrigerator to eat. Okay, go ahead.
So like your salads taste funny.
Huh?
That's it. Her salads taste funny.
Right.
Hey, come on. I like cucumbers and salad. You brought me this up my salad. I was gonna get me one tonight, but I think I'll wait. Okay, I gotta get that thought out of my head about a funny tasting salad. Okay? No, man, but for real. And tossing them and everything else. Boy, they messed the game up with that. What documentary was that? Prison documentary. This dude talking about he tossed salad. Get his salad tossed in. What? Come on, man. I said, oh my God. There goes my salads. You know, I hope he was using iceberg. Now I switched to romaine. Okay? I switched to romaine. Okay? He uses iceberg. No, man, but for real, our people are not supposed to be gay by no means. Go to Second Peter 2:6. We need a couple of scriptures, man, and we out here.
Hey, how you doing?
I want to put
How's joined?
and I want to lick your pussy at the same time.
Look
It
this
would be
fool,
so
man.
good. It's called 69.
Quickly,
Oh, God.
block that dude. Damn, the idiot is back. Damn, he must have went and got some more numbers. God, I thought I blocked them all, man. Come on now, read me that.
2 Peter chapter 2, verse 6.
Started about 4, I believe it is.
Verse 4. For if God spared not the angels that sinned, but cast them down to hell, and delivered them into chains of darkness to be reserved unto judgment.
Okay, next scripture, go to 5.
Verse 5. And spared not the old world, but saved Noah, the 8th person, a preacher of righteousness, bringing in the flood upon the world of the ungodly.
Wait a minute, is that what I want? Hold on. Read verse 6.
Verse 6.
Mute him.
Black nigger.
Oh, you really think
Has joined.
Go ahead.
And turning the cities of Sodom and Gomorrah.
There. Okay, I wanted 6. A lot. 2 Peter 2:6. Go ahead.
And turning the cities of Sodom and Gomorrah into ashes, condemn them with an overthrow.
Stop right there. Everybody knows the story of Sodom and Gomorrah. and how evil these two cities were. The people in these two cities were.
Right.
They were big time homosexuals and lesbians. And the Lord destroyed them with an overthrow. Keep going.
Making them an ensample.
Making them a what?
Ensample.
Who knows what the word ensample is? What is an ensample? Go ahead. Hold on.
An example.
An example. Damn right. The Lord is going to make an example of
unto those that after should live ungodly.
Of those after that should live ungodly. That's an example for you. That the Lord destroyed two whole cities because they was gay. What you think he's gonna do to you? You don't think God is going? He's going to make an example. What happens when you go before the judge? It's your first time, right? They ain't leaning on you. They say, you know what? I'm gonna make an example out of you. I'm gonna turn around and make it hard on you, so nobody else will want to do this. And that's what the Lord did. The Lord made, and he turned around and made an example out of Sodom and Gomorrah and said, you know what? I'm going to destroy these two cities in such a way that nobody has ever seen or heard of before. Right. So for those that live afterward, you try to be gay and live ungodly like this, I'm going to do it to you too.
That's right.
Keep going, Abba. Read some more.
And delivered just Lot.
Mm-hmm.
Vexed with the filthy conversation of the wicked.
Lot, that vexed him, man. Every single day. To come out your house and see somebody say hated it to him. You know what I mean?
Right.
Come on, man. To see men walking down the street holding hands. To see men talking like girls. To see women holding each other's hand, kissing each other. That vexed him. It vexed me when I turned around. I remember when I saw on the billboard. Who remember that billboard they had on 70? Right at 70 and Grant. Where they had two men, a white man and a black man, dressed in their damn underwear, holding hands, talking about meet your match. It was a dating website for gays. Straight up. And my son looked up. He said, Daddy, look at that. You understand? And I said, God damn. You know, I hate this place. My children got to look up and see that kind of film.
Right.
Two damn men in their drawers. Okay? Holding hands. My children got to see two gays. My son had mentioned one of his homosexual teachers that he had. He's like, man, I hated going to his class. You know, we got to let a homosexual teach our children. I told his mama, take him out of that goddamn school. You know what I mean? He was a flaming homo too. She wouldn't do it. She wouldn't do it. My son is vexed every time he goes to that man's class. You know, little girls is vexed every time they go to his class. You got a man sitting there talking to you like a sissy. You know, Lot was vexed every day with that nonsense. Keep reading, Bob.
For that righteous man dwelling among them in seeing and hearing, vex his righteous soul from day to day with their unlawful deeds.
With their unlawful deeds. Okay? It vexed this righteous man every day, from day to day, with their unlawful deeds. Seeing two men kiss. Guess what? The word kiss is in the Bible. It ain't talking about on the lips. A kiss just means touch. And how we turn around and touch in the truth, and we dap. You understand? That's how men dap. That's what we do. We ain't touching and feeling, hey, boy, muscles. You know what I'm saying? We ain't doing that. We turn around, what's up, Bob? Shalom. Yeah, what's up? Dap and bow, pound, and smack each other back hard as head. You understand? That's what we do. Not in here touching on each other, rubbing and caressing. We don't do that. And the proof of that is actually in the Bible in the dictionary, where it says it's just a touch. You understand? A salute, not no damn caress. And then when you turn around and have an accident, they say our bumpers kiss. They say that because they touched each other, they hit each other. It's not no kiss like smooch, and they don't got no lips. You understand? So no, kissing in the Bible is not. It's a salute and a pound and a dap, and you know what I'm saying, something like that, righteous, something hard like that. Not no caress on no man. All right, and not no stroke of no lips.
Right.
Okay, was that it?
Okay.
Okay, most time correct. And with that, we over the time a little bit. But sodomy is all wrong for the black community.
That's right.
All right, that is the way of our oppressor. They are pushing that agenda on our people.
That's right.
And the only way to fight against it is to absolutely get into the truth. That's what we actually need to do. Is get into the one body of Christ, which is the ISUPK, under commanding General High. Come learn this truth. Come and get your, if you are a damn homosexual or lesbian, which I know homosexuals don't come here, they go to church. You understand? They go to church. They don't come here. They know they ain't trying to hear this. Because they think they want to go somewhere where they can be accepted. You can be accepted in that damn gay church. Of course, the pastor's gay.
Right.
Everything about the damn church is gay. The God of the Christian church is gay. The pastor of the Christian church is gay. The damn member, the choir, the song, the music, everything is gay about Christianity. And that's where they go. But if you want to get your life right, then you make sure you contact the nearest ISUPK. You understand? And get them classes. All right? And we'll teach you how not to be gay. You don't have to be a homosexual for the rest of your life.
Right.
Because you was molested. I know that's what happened to you. You don't have to be a thought just because you got molested. I know that's what happened to you. You can get healed if you come into the Israelite school of universal practical knowledge under command of Jimmy High. And with that, Shalom Israel.
Your line has been